2, 1. All right, here we go. Who do we have over here?
You have Anita Boone.
Anita Boone. And I'm
Lupus
Todd.
Foundation of Arkansas.
Pleasure meeting you.
President,
President, CEO, and founder?
Well, not founder,
Or-
CEO and founders over there. That is Miss Smith, James Setta Smith. She passed away last March. I was a mentor.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And we're celebrating her life and her legacy.
Well, we're carrying her legacy. That's right. That's awesome.
A Lupus Foundation, because she was misdiagnosed and she didn't want other people to go through what she went through. So she started Lupus Foundation out of Hot Springs in 1993.
That's a great story. Seriously, well, I did not expect that, but I'm glad I asked the question.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit more about. I've actually never heard of what lupus is, so maybe talk a little bit about, what is lupus for the audience?
Lupus it's an autoimmune deficient disease. It's where the body immune system is fighting against itself. You may say, well, I get a cold, I can take a few things over the counter, some NyQuil, maybe some it's the stuff you can take that helps with the immune system, liquid stuff you drink. Anyways way, Anita, any person who has this autoimmune called lupus, that's not for us. Our body is already trying to fight against a system that's trying to say, hey, what's negative in here that we're fighting up against? And it makes your body hurt so bad. The fatigue is so bad to the point I said my nap needs a nap. It gets where you can't move sometimes. It attacks the muscles, it attacks the joints. A lot of people didn't understand. They said, but you don't look sick. I don't really have to look like I got anything.
So you can't really detect it, you're saying? That is crazy.
It's like
and the symptoms seem horrible.
The symptoms are horrible,
and
it's a hard thing to detect because you got to go through a lot of testing. And I explain to people a lot of time, it's not just blood work. You got to get your urine checked too, because lupus attacks the kidneys. It attacks your organs. Yes, and if we can say, hey, when we see it's attacking the kidneys, we know it's something going on. So a lot of times it's just not kidney disease by itself. It's actually the fact that you have an autoimmune. And then discoid lupus is where it eats at the skin and it peels the skin to the white meat. And when it peels the skin to the white meat, it's actually making it even worse on you because your skin is your biggest organ. And imagine your skin just peeling off to the white meat. That's discoid lupus. And the immune system is attacking your body that way.
That seems like a horrible disease, but you guys are clearly doing great work. You're doing God's work, so seriously, keep it up. No, I love that. Seriously. You're saying the misdiagnosis is one of the biggest
diagnosis. Yeah, it's one thing is being misdiagnosed. Yeah, just make a long story short, we have a young lady, she worked with the police department, and she came around and saw us doing a fundraiser at War Memorial for the game. And when we did it, and she says, there's a Lupus Foundation? There's somebody I never
heard of lupus before you told me, and after today, I am inclined to maybe even start my own foundation. Seriously, this is inspiring. I love it.
She had been misdiagnosed, and today she is already on dialysis trying to save her kidneys. Misdiagnosed can mean your life, your organs.
Right.
So we have been with her now for going on 3 years. Right. Very proud of her, Miss Princess. She's out with the state police. And one thing she said to me, I just want to keep my job, Miss Anita. I said, and you're going to have to let them know what you're going through. And so even being here today, I met people who would tell me that they've had friends who were sick, didn't come in for work, but they never knew it was lupus. No one said anything. I said, because at the time, no one wants to be judged for the lupus or that they're sick, and to have your sympathy that way. They want to be able to come out and have gainful work and come to work without being sick. And I'm the one who went through that with leaving my job in an ambulance. And so I'd give anything to be back on a 9-to-5 and having a 401k and having insurance.
100%.
Doesn't work that way with me, but I will give anything.
You have a higher purpose now.
Yes, because a man with no arms, no legs wants to live. So Anita, with both types of lupus, I still want to live.
Wait, repeat that one more time. I really enjoyed that quote you just said.
A man with no arms, no legs wants to live.
That's gonna be
that's
gonna be one of the mottos here.
Yes, he still wants to live.
So yes, I love that. Tell me a little bit. No, that is seriously amazing. Tell me a little bit about. So you said you worked in an ambulance and then you quit that job?
No, I left in an ambulance. I left my job in an ambulance.
Right.
I didn't quit it. They were so good to me. I worked for Newville.
That's what you're just talking about.
Yeah, I just got back to work. So my mind is like, I'm flaring up again. It's called a flare-up. When the body is flared up, we run high fevers. And with lupus, people may not understand this.
You have lupus yourself?
I have lupus, both types. Lupus eats at the enamel. Lupus takes out your hair, eats at your skin. And someone said, well, is it contagious? It's not contagious, it's hereditary. So the thing is, someone in the family down the genetic
disease.
Yes, and so down the line it goes. It could be you may be the first person it comes out with, but on my side, my dad, my niece, my sister on my dad's side, she died at 23 and 90 days. They did not know what she had in Louisiana. They told her mother she had AIDS, and so she didn't. And then when she was gun, the letter she read as we were on our way to the repast says, "Hey, bring her here. We know what she has now is lupus." And I told my sister, I said, "Help fight for somebody else's child. Your child is already buried and gone." And they just realized what she had.
That is sad.
She
Very
lost her
sad.
battle with it in 90 days.
Well, you're turning the sadness into happiness, and you
I'm
should be
trying
proud of
to,
that. No, you
yes.
seriously are. This
Thank
is so
you.
inspiring.
Thank you.
How can we support you? Where's the website at?
The website is, which I'm trying to read my card over here.
I'll link
is,
it. I'll link it. Don't
yeah,
worry.
it's
Yeah.
Lupus. It's Lupus 4 Arkansas, the number 4. Because I'm trying to remember that one and my own too.
Yeah, no
and so
worries.
It connects
I'll
to
link it.
both.
We'll be
And the
good.
office is here in Little Rock. We're at 4th and Scott Street in the Junior League building. So my phone number
Awesome.
from the office links to my cell phone. I have one-on-ones. I have groups. We've had lunch and learn. We've had people come out. The doctor from Dr. Thrive, he's come out and talked to us about things he could help us with.
Right.
He's talked to people who have lupus, who are nurses and school teachers have came to see him, and so he's given the warriors, which we call lupus warriors, discount to come see him, and that helps with the learn and learn, to have the warriors come out, ask questions in a scenery that they're comfortable with before they actually go see this doctor, and then have other questions.
Right.
I tell them always write those things down, because you got one life to live. I advise you to live your life to the fullest,
Oh, yeah.
no matter what the doctor has said you had.
That's right.
And another thing people
That's a
understand
great
is
motto.
because lupus is more plummeting Black African American women, it attacks Latinos, it attacks white men, children,
could
all
get
over.
anyone.
Yes, and
Yeah.
so with sickle cell being a predominantly black disease, sickle cell attacks the red cells. With lupus, it's attacking the
It's
white
even
cells.
worse, yeah.
Yes. So they're when we run into somebody who has sickle cell, I try to also help and advise them too. And UAMS is doing something real big to help their the
That's
sickle
awesome.
cell patients. And we are now downtown in Little Rock. And, we came out of Hot Springs when Ms. Smith started, but we're all over. I've been asked to come.
We're gonna be all over the
Fayetteville.
country pretty soon.
Yes,
I can see your vision.
all
Your vision is
over.
amazing.
Yes.
We're gonna be in every single state
We're
pretty
trying
soon.
our best. I just got invited to come to Mississippi.
No,
We have
hell
some
yes,
people in
yeah, I just
Mississippi.
talked about it. I
Yep,
can already
we
see it
said
happening.
yes.
We both see it happening. I love it.
Yes, and I don't
You know,
mind doing it.
no,
I don't mind.
you're super passionate. I totally
Thank
recognize
you.
that. You should keep doing that. Keep turning the sadness into
am.
your
All the
burning
time.
passion, into happiness, and spread fight
Awareness,
lupus and
yes.
spread awareness and
Spread
do all
awareness.
these great
Promoting
things that you're doing.
information about it, because I got people who says, "Oh, they gave me a phone call. I got a letter in the mail. My doctor just called, nurse calls, says I have lupus, and then says go fill these medicine." They need to know the medicine side effects. They need to know what they're taking. Plaquenil is the #1 medicine given out to people who have lupus, especially they just diagnosed. But Plaquenil eats at the retina. When you lose retina, you don't get that back,
Yeah,
and it's
vision.
your eyesight. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So they need to be checked before they start this medication, and every 3 months, 6 months, please get your eyes checked. Medication does have side effects, and this is a medicine for lupus. And if you say, "Well, I take aspirin," aspirin has side effects, but
Right.
it doesn't affect your retina, so that's different.
Yep.
And then there's new procedures out there. There's new infusions we can take. I'm taking Benlysta. I take it every 28 days. There's just a lot of more help and understanding and more information about lupus, so that you can live a better life with lupus. I'm here to say, yes, I am living with lupus, but I live a better life with lupus today than I did in my 30s, in my 20s, and in my teens, being
Oh yeah,
diagnosed as a teenager.
that's progress. We love
Yes.
that. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end it with this. Seems like you really turned your pain, your history, your pain into passion.
I have.
And I
have
love
to.
that. And you
I'm
should keep
trying to
doing
help
that.
Other people.
And the people watching, you know, obviously I know I was inspired. I'm sure everybody's inspired. So
I
go
hope so.
go check her out.
Yes.
Help her, you know, keep fighting this
Look for us
amazing
on the Lupus
cause.
Foundation page on Facebook, and I will say this to
There you
everyone.
go.
Someone you know knows someone who has lupus. He may have not known anybody, but now he knows me,
Yeah.
and I have lupus. So
That was
check
the
us definitely
case
out on
here?
that Facebook page. It'll
Most
give you all
definitely.
information and where we located.
100%. So keep turning pain into passion like Anita is
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
over here.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love it. We're gonna end it here. 9 minutes. There we go. On the clock. Pleasure meeting.
Pleasure meeting you too. And
Yes.
thank you so much
No
for the
problem,
interview,
of course.
for taking time with me. I
Of course.
appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Seriously.
He
Thank
made me
you.
feel comfortable. Thank you.
No, yeah, it was great. I appreciate it. Awesome.
you.
All right. See you guys.